guys, it's 10 AM on Wednesday. Don't know what the actual date is, but it's Wednesday in November, so otherwise known as leg day. But unfortunately yesterday I actually injured my back quite badly during a pull workout. So what I'm going to do today is focus on weaker points of my body, which typically would be my shoulders. So today's going to turn from a leg workout to a shoulder workout, and I'll do a commentary a bit later on basically my weak points, how to target them if you've also got weak points, because everyone has something that they're not entirely happy with when it comes to building mass. Commonly that would be something like calves, but for me it's mainly my shoulders because I didn't train them much before. Like I trained them, but I only did them 1 day a week, and I like dedicated a day for shoulders, but that was kind of the wrong thing for me to do, because rather than spending more days a week doing, for instance, the front half of my shoulders, like the front and the lateral deltoid, I tried to do all of them, and I didn't really do it frequently enough for progress to be made quickly. So at the moment my current split is push, pull, legs. On each push day I'm doing the front and lateral side of my shoulders, and each of the pulls, as you can guess, I'm probably going to be doing the opposite, which will be the rear delts and also doing lateral raises for those side delts again. I have already had breakfast. I had 3 slices of toast, just white, with roughly, I think it was 7 or 8 eggs. And now I'm just washing it down with a can of Monster, as I usually would before a workout. I wouldn't recommend having this and pre-workout because it's not the best of ideas. You might feel amazing during your workout, but a few hours later you're just going to crash so hard. It happened to me yesterday and just regret it so badly. I think I had like a 4-hour nap in the middle of the day because of it. Although I have already had my breakfast, I'm not actually going to be training for another maybe 2 or 3 hours, so I figured I'd take advantage of that and have a few scoops of the instant oats from my protein, just to get the more calories in as I am bulking. I want to take advantage of as much spare time I have to get in the calories I need, so that I don't have to make up for it later on in the day. So 3 scoops of this is the equivalent of 60 grams of carbs and I think between 12 to 15 grams of protein. So yeah, I'd recommend taking this. I have this near enough every day, just as a way of boosting up my calories and helping me out, because sometimes I might be too busy to be able to get the kind of food that I want to eat. Or, you know, I also go to college as well as doing this as, like, I guess you'd say this is a lifestyle more than a hobby, because I do this every day and try to, you know, I'm obviously doing YouTube now, so I'm trying to make it more of an actual lifestyle rather than just something that I do maybe 1 or 2 hours in a day. But yeah, I don't always have the time, as most people would expect, and they feel the same as I do on that. So yeah, whenever I can, get one of these in, helps me out. I'm going to use the remainder of the Monster to just wash down 4 of these creatine capsules, which is my daily dose of 5 grams that I have every day, just to help me out with my training, make me a little bit stronger, you know, make the heavier reps that I'm going for easier to do. Obviously that's what we want to do. Progress as much as we can, find whatever we can to help us reach our targets, help us reach our goals that we have. If any of you are watching and thinking of building your own home gym, and was looking for the kind of products that you can get all your workouts in with, but also are very convenient, I would really recommend these, because they go up to 40 kilograms in weight each dumbbell, and rather than having a big line like they do in the gym of each individual dumbbell, it's simply these 2 here, and you can just come over here, adjust the weight to what you want to do. So later on I'm going to be doing a 20 kilogram shoulder press, and then yeah, once you've adjusted your weight, just grab the bar, pull it up, and the plates will come up with it. So yeah, if you're thinking of making your own home gym like me, then hit up Power Tech Fitness, look for these dumbbells. They can be quite expensive, but if you know you're going to be using your home gym efficiently and you're going to be using it regularly, then it's very worth it. Hi guys, if you just stumbled upon my channel, then please hit the subscribe button if you like this video and you want to see more like this. So starting off my shoulder day today, as I said before, just warming up the rotator cuffs in this clip here, because it's as important to warm up before your workouts as it is to push yourself in them, especially when the weather's cold or you're going pretty heavy with the lifts. Alright, so first exercise I do here, you'll see, is the seated military press with the barbell. First of all, when I'm warming up, concentrating on the form a lot, making sure that I'm getting my muscles ready for the heavier movements, and throughout the whole sets, maintaining my grip at a neutral level, pretty much in line with my elbows, so the weight is controlled and I'm not rocking around due to the heavy weight or feeling any kind of pain in my shoulder. This exercise mainly targeting the front and the lateral side of my shoulder, which, although is also a weak point, I'm mainly trying to bring up my rear delt, because as many other people I assume would suffer from this, it's harder to build your rear part of your shoulder compared to the front half, because with other movements like bench press, no matter what kind of bench press it is, but more so on the incline, you will be using your front and lateral deltoid as well as your chest. It might not feel like it at the time, but you actually are using that. That's why when you do slightly too incline on the bench, the next day you might feel more of a ache or a sore in your shoulders compared to your chest. That's because the bench is slightly too inclined. You'll actually find a similar thing when you're doing certain back movements that maybe during the workout, or in fact the next day, you'll feel like you have been using your shoulders, typically the rear delt, because with most pull movements, although it's only a small muscle, it does also play a part in the movements. And you know, it's like with a lot of things. If you're doing chest, your shoulder might be disguised as helping you push that weight up, especially on the incline, as I said. And with bent over barbell rows, you might in fact use your rear delt and not even realise it. With lateral raises, like I said at the start of the video, I felt a lower back pain because of an injury I suffered from last back day. So what I decided to do here was seated lateral raises to try and prevent myself from further injuring myself, but after doing these I realised that I felt more uncomfortable doing them seated than standing, so I went straight onto doing them standing, and it felt so much better. I could lift a little bit heavier without it putting much strain on my lower back. When it comes to trying to overcome weak points in the gym, whether it be strength or simply building mass, the biggest tip I'd give you is to just train more volume and more often with that muscle. So if you're doing maybe chest 1 day a week with like typical bro split, you might want to mix it up a little bit, try things a little bit different, adjust your split, adjust your sets, maybe try to do higher reps if you're trying to build mass more, control the form a bit better. Just play around with it a little bit, throw things about, see what feels right, see what works for you. You know, some people can easily go into the gym, do a push workout that includes chest, triceps, shoulders and abs, and they can just power through it and get that all done in say 2 hours, but other people might not have as much energy and they find it more beneficial to simply spread out their workouts through more days but have better results and better efforts during their workout that way. You know, just because something might work for someone else doesn't mean it's necessarily going to work for you. Everyone's slightly different with their genetics and their body build and what kind of muscles they're stronger with and weaker with, that kind of thing. See, although I only showed you one exercise for rear delt, even though I said that that was my biggest weak point when it comes to my shoulders, I did actually do quite a lot of volume for that exercise, doing a total of 5 sets. So although I might not have done a lot of exercises for it, I did still fully fatigue the muscle. And you've also got to remember that although lateral raises mainly does your lateral head of your muscle on the shoulders, it does also do the rear delt depending on how you lift the weight upwards. Right, that's the workout done. Time for some post-workout meal and a shake. So post-workout meal today is it's not the healthiest of options, but I mean, look, it's got nachos on it and steak, and I wouldn't consider myself clean bulking, so this isn't even a cheat meal. This is just how you dirty bulk. think there's about 80 grams of carbs in that, and protein roughly about 20 grams of that. And then as well as that, I've obviously got my protein shake there, so I'm gonna munch both of these down, and that's the post-workout meal. Thanks for watching, guys.